Good morning to everybody. Hi, Devakumar MC, Associate Professor in Botany, Veerasov College, Ballari. This is for the 6th semester students. So far, we have discussed about the first two phases of the mechanism of the aerobic respiration, that is, the glycolysis and the Krebs cycle. So now today we are going to study the last steps of the mechanism of the aerobic respiration is the electron transport system or the terminal oxidation and oxidative phosphorylation. So the today topic is that the terminal oxidation and oxidative phosphorylation and the electron transport system. As you know that the one molecule of the glucose is completely oxidized into the carbon dioxide and the water may occur through the glycolysis, Krebs cycle and the electron transport system. The last step in the aerobic respiration of the plant cells is the oxidation of reduced coenzymes by a molecular oxygen. For example, the coenzymes NADH2 is not oxidized directly by the oxygen of the air. It is stable in the air. The oxidation of the intermediates of the respiration consists in the removal of two electrons from a molecule of the metabolites and their transfer along with the hydrogen atoms to a molecule of NAD which is reduced forming energy rich NADH2. The oxidation of NADH2 and other reduced coenzymes takes place by the stepwise transfer of the electrons to a series of the electron acceptors forming ATP along the way. In the last step of the electrons along with the protons from the hydrogen ions are transferred to molecular oxygen forming water. The molecular oxygen is used only in this last step which is called terminal oxidation. Simultaneously with this oxidation, the energy contained in NADH2 is released and a part of it is utilized in the formation of ATP which now stores the energy of respiration in a form in which it can be utilized by the cells. The metabolic pathway along which the electrons of the reduced coenzymes are channeled is known as the electron transport system or electron transport chain or the respiratory chain. The various electron acceptors of the electron transport chain in their proper sequence are pyridine nucleotides, flavins, and a number of cytochrome pigments. Not all of them can react directly with molecular oxygen, and some are stronger oxidizing agents than others. Consequently, they must operate in groups forming a sequences through which the electrons can pass on their way from reduced compounds to oxygen. In the living system, these electrons carriers are found in association with the protein. To explain the mechanism of the terminal oxidation, let us consider the oxidation of the malic acid to hexaloacetic acid as an example. In this reaction, two electrons from malic acid are transferred to NAD, which acts as a hydrogen acceptor and is reduced to NADH2. NADH2 then reacts with the second electron acceptor, that is flavin adenine dinucleotide, a coenzyme of a flavoprotein enzyme which has its active prosthetic group flavin, a derivative of the vitamins B2. The flavin can undergo reversible oxidation and the reduction. Its oxidized form is colorless and its reduced form is yellow. As a result of this reaction, two electrons are transferred from NADH2 to FAD, resulting in the oxidation of the NADH2 into the NAD and the reduction of the FAD into the FADH2. In this process, the electrons lose a part of their energy. This released energy is then stored in a molecule of energy-rich compound ATP, which is simultaneously formed as a result of the phosphorylation of the ADP by the inorganic phosphate. The electrons are then transferred stepwise to a group of colored compounds called cytochrome. Cytochromes are conjugated proteins with a prosthetic group of iron containing porphyrin firmly bound to the protein. Many cytochromes have been identified in cells, at least Four of them are involved in this transport of electrons. The electron pass along them in the following sequences, that is from cytochrome B to cytochrome C and from cytochrome A to cytochrome A3. The various cytochromes differ from one another in the nature of the protein portion and in the manner in which the iron porphyrin is bound to the protein. On account of this, they differ in reactivity, especially in their ability to accept or donate the electron. They undergo reversible oxidation and reduction, each being regenerated when it passes on its electron to the next member in the chain. Their oxidized form is ferric and the reduced form is ferrous iron. A cytochrome molecule can take up only one electron. Each oxidation step requires two electrons which must come from two cytochrome molecules. The FADH2 is stable in the air but is readily oxidized to FAD by cytochrome B, whose iron gets reduced to the ferrous state. From the reduced cytochrome B, the pair of the electrons passes to cytochrome C. During this transfer, a pair of the electrons again loses energy and another molecule of the ATP is formed which stores the released energy in the form of ATP. The electron next passes to cytochrome E and finally to the cytochrome A3, commonly known as the enzyme cytochrome oxidase. In this transfer, the iron of each cytochrome is alternately reduced and oxidized. In the last step of the electrons from cytochrome A to cytochrome oxidase, there occurs a steep fall in the energy level of the electrons. At their lowest energy level, the electrons are passed to oxygen from reduced cytochromes A3, activating the oxygen. In this state, oxygen will accept free hydrogen ions to form water. In the mechanism outlined above, the oxidase of NADH2 by molecular oxygen through the ETS is linked with the phosphorylative formation of ATP. This is called oxidative phosphorylation because the oxygen is consumed in this process. It occurs in the mitochondria, which contain all the essential requirements for the electron transport system. For every molecule of NADH2 oxide, a total of 3 molecules of ATP are formed at 3 different sites in the electron transport chain. The first is the NAD and FAD junction. The second is at the cytochrome B and cytochrome C junction. And third at the cytochrome A and cytochrome A3 junction. Each carrier is first reduced and then reoxidized as it transfers the electrons to the next member until the final step is reached when oxygen accepts them to produce the terminal product, that is the water. Thank you.